What is up, everybody? Today we have a cool little box to show you. This one is extra special, and it is Monthly Watch Club. The reason why it's extra special is because I am an avid watch collector myself, collecting brands from Diesel, Fossil, Nixon, all kinds of different ones. I have about 36 watches as of right now. So this Monthly Watch Club makes me happy. I'm always the type of person that likes to make my watches kind of match what clothes I'm wearing that day. So being part of Monthly Watch Club, it would be a great idea if you're looking to, broaden your horizon and be like, okay, you know what, today I can actually wear this. I don't have to worry about wearing the same watch all the time. They provide multiple different fashions out there as well too. From what I know, I think you could be pretty specific with what you're looking for, but the fact that they make a new watch every month, I think that's pretty sweet in my eyes. Cool little case. Let's get in it and show you guys what it's all about. First things first, Monthly Watch Club, thank you so much for sponsoring the stream, and let's open it up and see. So first, you get your nice little case here. Comes with bubble wrap on the outside of it to protect it, and a decent little packaging as well too. Open it up. You got your watch being held in there. This month we got ourselves a nice little leather band. When you have your regular little circular little face on there. Now, the one thing I noticed about this right away, and being that person that likes my watches one specific way, the face is the perfect size. And when I say the perfect size, people are always like, oh, what do you mean it's a perfect size? Well, it's not too large and it's not too small. For me anyway. Some people like very small faces where they're like, oh, okay, that's perfect. It's not taking a lot of my wrist up. But it all depends on what you're really looking for. And comparing them to my other watches that I have, the face is the perfect size. It's like I said, I've came to the conclusion. I used to like watches with like massive faces. I'm still looking for watches that are similar to Bell & Ross. They are very expensive watches, but I've been searching for something like that, and obviously they're too expensive. But that's what I used to be into. Ever since lately, I've noticed that I want to have, not my whole wrist kind of filled up with a whole watch, so it's not super noticeable. But when people do notice it, they kind of say, "Oh, hey, I like the color of your watch," or I like the I like your wristband, or sorry, something like that. Basically, because I find that if your watches are too predominant and everyone's like, oh, hey, you know what? I like your watch. And you're just noticing that everyone's just kind of like just eyeing the watch rather than what you're currently wearing. So for example, if you're at a wedding or something and you have this massive watch on your hand, it's just gonna kind of like draw eyes to it instead of like the actual suit that you're wearing. Whereas if you have something a little bit smaller with a perfect amount of face on it, you're actually kind of blending well with the whole suit and everything that you have all in one, because that's what I really look for when I wear a watch. I know that's very specific. Some people are like, I don't care, as long as I can read time on it, that's all that matters to me. And if that's what you're into too, for sure. But for me, I'm very specific. If I'm wearing a red shirt, or for example, then I would probably go with something that might have a little bit of red inside the band itself. Inside the face itself, or inside the band, I guess. Yeah. If I'm wearing a black shirt, I'm looking for something. If I have a black shirt with a little bit of white on it, I'd probably want to have a white face. And that's just how I match up my watches generally. I also have my lucky watches. I have my watches that I wear to specific events. Stuff like that. So if you're a person that's like that, and you pick watches according to what you do, then Monthly Watch Club is probably perfect for you, because you're going to find yourself getting new watches all the time and being able to pick and choose things accordingly. So that being said, enough talking. Let's get right into the watch. So as you look at it, like I said, you got your leather band tightly wrapped inside of a little holster there. So let's get that out of there and see how it fits. So first thing that I like about it, everything's genuine leather. People always say, how do you tell if it's genuine? For me, I just smell it and, get a good sniff in there. But seriously though, it's nice. It's not, like I said, the face is not super large. It comes obviously, you got your little stop timer in there, so you're not wasting your battery. Let's set the time, reverse it a little bit because it's about 11:30 when we're making this video. So, and we're good. And now it doesn't have obviously, it just has, the 2 timers on there. It's not going to be, you're not going to have anything else in there. I'm not really a person when it comes to watches to see a date in there or, the day in there. I guess if you're looking for that nowadays, you get yourself like a smartwatch or something. But I know people are like, oh, sometimes I like it when it has like the specific day that it is in the back of the back of the face. But I'm not really, like I said, I'm not really liking that. So I'm glad that they did improve that. It kind of looks sophisticated. It looks modern. And I love their logo. I mean, that is something that it doesn't take up too much room on the watch, and it doesn't have that bad of a design either. So it's a perfect design. You're kind of, their logo fits well right below the 12. So it's, it's perfect. So let's try it on, see how it looks, see how it fits. When you first try it on a leather band, most people always complain, oh, it's so stiff. And no matter what you do when you have a brand new band, nothing's gonna matter. You're gonna have a stiff band whether you like it or not, and that's how all watches are. Unless you get one that's already worn, or unless you get something that might not be genuine leather. But if you have genuine leather, it's always going to be stiff. So one thing to worry about is do not complain about the band, because it will adjust the more you wear it. So that's what I always learned. And look at that. Fits nice and snug. For me, I have it on the second hole on the inside there. So from the top, fits perfect. You can always tell if you can get one finger. I always find that if I can get one finger in there, it's perfect amount of comfiness for me. A little bit of wiggle room, but it's not. If you're going like this and you're wearing a watch and you go like this and your watch falls just a smidge, it's not the right fit for you. If you go like this and you have to force your watch to go down, it's too tight. So what I usually suggest doing is finding your right fit, and you can still stretch it out. I don't usually recommend stretching them out, but you can still stretch out the holes by either putting like a bigger pin inside of it. So for example, if you had something like this and you had to get in here and you're like, you know what, I like it, but it's just a smidge too small, you basically can you can stretch it by, usually some people will put like a tip of a pen in there, stretch out the hole just a smidge, and you're able to increase the size of the watch just enough to make it so it's not so tight on your wrist. But either way, as you can tell, I'm loving it. It looks nice and perfect. I honestly, I was really happy when I opened this up. I was like, you know what, if I would, obviously they sponsored us, so we never paid for this, but if I did, I would be very, very happy. And a lot of people always ask you, like, are you really just saying that because, you got sponsored by this company? No, in this case, it's more than just that. Of course, I'm more than happy that Watch Club offered to sponsor us. But if I received this as like a birthday gift or something, I would just be like, wow, you know what? That is a perfect watch. Obviously, when you go on the back of it, there's like a little bit of tape that you want to peel off. So you want to make sure that that's off. I didn't peel it off yet, but it's just like a little like plastic cover that kind of just covers a few things. Now, as you can tell, it's obviously working, so that was cool too. I wanted to make sure that while we did this video, that a few minutes goes by, there's no ticker or anything like that, so you're not going to see it ticking down, but I can tell because the big hand is moving accordingly. So thank you very much, Monthly Watch Club. Great watch. I love the quality of it. I'm going to wear it for a little while here, see how I like it. I'm not going to wear it while I stream, but I'm going to start wearing it while I'm at work. I'm going to test out, I don't smash my watches against the wall or anything like that, but sometimes, it's an accident. You hit your watch and you can't really help it. It looks like it might have a good crystal on here. I don't know what type of crystal they use or what type of face they really use, so I'm assuming, it looks like it's a nice quality, because I can't really see my fingerprints on there, and that's usually the first indication that you got yourself a good crystal on there. If you touch it with your fingers and you can still see the face, and there's no indication of that, I can't see that at all. So I'm assuming it's something pretty durable, something pretty good. So thank you very, very, very much, Monthly Watch Club, and I look forward to doing another one of your videos, because I love watches. But thank you so much for this. Really means a lot. And guys, check out Monthly Watch Club today. If you're just as much in love with watches as I am. But I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great one. Have a great week, everybody. See you soon.
Let it go.